Zombie apocalypse. Click on zombie apocalypse.
हेलो दर्शक बंधु यूट्यूब चैनल चांसार एसबीपी को स्वागत। आज आमे समस्ते छात्र छात्री माने एक नवा विषय पढ़ा इंग्राजी आमर पोएम ऑल थिंग्स ब्राइट एंड ब्यूटीफुल यार प्रश्न उत्तर विषय आलोचना करबा डिटेल आलोचना करबा जहाँकि अति सहजरे मन रहिबो एवं परीक्षा उपयोगी हेबो। समस्ते मन देई प्रोग्राम को शेष पर्यंत देखिबे एवं जेपरि भावरे सब्सक्राइब करबा को कहीं भूलिबे नहीं। एही प्रोग्राम टी बारंबार देखिले इंग्राजी जिते कठिन मन होउतिले भी ताहा अति सहज लागिबो। चलंतु एबे सीधा प्रश्न उत्तर कार्यक्रम को जिबा एवं प्रश्न उत्तर कार्यक्रम आरंभ करिबा।
Our first question is, where do we play? And the answer is, in the meadows. We play in the meadows. Our second question is, each little bird that sings, he made their tiny decks. And answer is wings. He made their tiny wings. Next question is, God has given decks to the little bird. And answer is tiny wings. God has given tiny wings to the little bird. Next question is, what has God given in each flower? And answer is color. God has given color in each flower. Our next question is, the rushes are used for decks. And answer is, rushes are used for making mat and baskets. Our next question is, all things bright and beautiful is written by whom? Who is the writer? And the writer is Cecil Frances Alexander or C.F. Alexander. Our next question is, in the poem all things bright and beautiful decks brightens up the sky. And the answer is the sunset and the morning sun. Our next question is, all creatures great and decks. And answer is small. All creatures great and small. Our next question is, in the poem all things bright and beautiful decks blows in the winter. The answer is cold wind. In winter the cold wind blows in winter. Our next question is, all things bright and beautiful, all things wise and decks. And the answer is wonderful. All things wise and wonderful. Our next question is, how is the summer sun described in the poem? The summer sun is described pleasant in the poem. Our next question is, why does the mountain head look purple? And the answer is, the light of the setting sun falls on it. And the answer is, the light of the setting sun falls on it. Our next question is, in the poem all things bright and beautiful we find the ripe fruit decks. And the answer is in the garden. We find the ripe fruit in the garden. Our next question is, the river is running by the decks. And the answer is mountain. The river is running by the mountain. Our next question is, who has made all the things well? Here, who stand for decks? Our answer is God. Who stand for God? Our next question is, what has the garden? And the answer is ripe fruit. The garden has ripe fruit. Our next question is, what has God given us to tell His greatness? What has the God given us to tell His greatness? And answer is lips. The God has given lips to tell His greatness. Our next question is, why the summer sun is pleasant? And answer is it gives comfort to the cold body. The summer sun is pleasant because it gives comfort to the cold body. Our next question is, what do we do in the meadows? And the answer is we play. We play in the meadows. Our next question is, what is the wind like in the winter? And answer is cold. The wind is cold in the winter. Our next question is, when do we gather rushes? When do we gather rushes? Answer is every day. Every day we gather rushes. Our next question is, what is the green wood full of? And answer is tall trees. The green wood is full of tall trees. Our next question is, in the poem All Things Bright and Beautiful, we play decks. And the answer is in the meadow. We play in the meadow. Our next question is, the poem All Things Bright and Beautiful is included in decks. It is included in hymn of for children. It is included in hymn for children. Our next question is, in the poem All Things Bright and Beautiful, God is great and decks. Answer is God is great and almighty. Our next question is, near the purple headed mountain flows Styx. Near the purple headed mountain flows Styx. The answer is the river. The river flows near the purple headed mountain. Next question is, the little birds are attractive for their decks. The little birds are attractive for their decks. The little birds are attractive for their tiny wings. The answer is tiny wings. Our next question is, meadows means. Meadows means open area of grassland. Answer is open area of grassland. Our next question is, the little things described in the poem are decks. The little things described in the poem are decks. And the answer is little flowers and the little birds. What are the little things? The little things are little flowers and little birds. Our next question is, the poet says all things in the universe are decks. The poet says all things in the universe are decks. Bright and beautiful, wise and wonderful. Answer is bright and beautiful, wise and wonderful. Our next question is, the poet considered the summer sun pleasant because decks. And the answer is summer is pleasant in England. Why? Because summer is pleasant in England. Our next question is, rushes usually grows decks. Rushes usually grows decks. And answer is near water. It grows usually near water. Next question is, God has given us eyes, decks. God has given us eyes, decks. God has given us eyes to see the beauty of His creation. Answer is to see the beauty of His creation. Next question. The two seasons described in the poem are decks. The two seasons described in the poem are decks. And answer is winter and summer. Answer is winter and summer. Next question. God has given us ears to decks. God has given us ears to decks. And the answer is to hear the music of nature. God has given us ears to hear the music of nature. Our next question is, God has given us decks to taste things. God has given us decks to taste things. And the answer is tongue. God has given us tongue to taste things. Next question. C.F. Alexander was born in decks. C.F. Alexander was born in Dax? Answer is 1818. C.F. Alexander was born in 1818. Our next question is hum means Dax. Hymn means Dax. And the answer is a song of praise. Hymn means a song of praise. Next question. Each little flowers opens. Here opens means each little flowers opens. Here opens means Dax. Open means bloom. And answer is blooms. Our next question is the poem All Things Bright and Beautiful is a Dax. All things bright and beautiful is a Dax. And the answer is prayer. It is a prayer. All things bright and beautiful is a prayer.
धन्यवाद दर्शक बंधु आमे आलोचना करिथिबा पोएम ऑल थिंग्स ब्राइट एंड ब्यूटीफुल रो प्रश्न उत्तर कार्यक्रम एतिकिरे समाप्त हला। निश्चित भाव में आपनकु चैनल टी भल लागिथिबो। भल लागिथिले निश्चित समस्ते लाइक करिवे, शेयर करिवे एवं चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करबा भूलिबे नहीं। सब्सक्राइब कला परे बेल आइकन को देबे, कारण जिते बेले भी नया वीडियो आसीबो आपनको सूचना से देबो। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग।